I love the look of lights on my cards, but never quite figured out how to add them with the positive and negative wires until I found Easy Lights and One Lights from Pear Blossom Press. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Ashik and I have been a fan of Pear Blossom Press's Easy Lights for quite a while now. Here's a card that I made with them, and the Paper Roses Love Bug card die. As you can see, there's a really cute car there, but look what happens when you push this button. Isn't that cool? The headlights light up. Here's what those lights look like. It is, again, they're called Easy Lights, and when you want one or two or three lights on a card, these were very easy to work with. The battery goes in, and they're very easy to work with. But I recently discovered that Pear Blossom Press also has what they call One Lights, so there isn't even any wires at all. And all you do is put the battery in there and push this little button and see how that flashes. So it's even simpler. They come in packages of 1, 3, 5, or even up to I think 20. And you get the casing and then a battery. And less expensively even than those other ones. So I made this card with a lantern die from Divinity Designs and a clear view transparency from the marketplace. So that card in itself is very pretty with that scene, but I thought it would be even cooler if the lantern would light up. So as you can see, the person would push here and the lantern will light up. So One Lights are just like they're called. It's one light with a battery, and it's so easy to install, as I will show you on a card that I was going to make. I was inspired by a card in the Let's Create booth at a local stamp show to try a white on white Christmas card with the Divinity Designs Lantern. But my lantern is going to light up. So there is it's called Shining Light Lantern. I made a bunch of cards with this already, and in the description box is a link to a video I made with 5 other ideas on how to use this die. There's also, of course, links to my blog posts with more details on the cards I shared, and also links to descriptions that I'm featuring. So I am starting with I have cut the lantern, of course, and I embossed it with an embossing folder from Stamping Up. I just like it, especially if it's white on white, to have lots of texture. I've added the little base, and the flame is cut out of a colored vellum. So that is ready to go. I've cut a A2 white card base, and I cut Memory Box's Pinpoint Snowflake plate out of another white piece. So this is ready to go. I punched a hole where the flame is going to be. So when you want to add light, you want to have a hole punched, and then I marked it on the card base where that hole is. So I have the one light ready to go. I simply slid the battery in, and as I showed you, it is going to light up. I have some strong two-sided tape on the back of the battery pack, and I'm going to attach it to the card base where I want that's the light, and where that little mark is. And if I put that on there and press it, you'll see that light through the flame there. So whenever you're adding one of these, you need to raise up what it is you're attaching on top, so that, let's see here, I want to make sure I can see that. Wonder if I can move it over just a little bit. Probably not. Yep, I can. It looks like it's a little bit, even though I'm going to just set it down temporarily. It looked like when I was going to add this, that I wasn't going to see that through the hole. And I want to make sure I can see it. And now we're fine. So it was just a little over to the right. And of course I couldn't, when I add can't change this side, but I can trim off this side if I need to. So when I add this card front, I need to raise it. And I normally use these skinny adhesive strips to do that, but I'm almost out. And I had some of this from a card class I took. It's the same height, but it's just a full sheet of two-sided adhesive strips that are raised. So I'm going to use that. I don't even know where to get more, because it looks like it's a really good thing to have on hand, but I'm not sure where that was purchased from. But it was part of a kit, so I had it on hand. But we need to raise this whole card base when we're adding these lights. I have a skinny one on the bottom because I think I might put one more here in the center just to be sure it doesn't cave in. Getting the covers off of these are often the hardest thing to do, right? I left a little on there. There we go. So now I'm going to attach this to the card front, making sure I can see that light through the hole. You can see it's working. Trim a little bit of the excess here. Which I can do on that side, but not on this side. And then I'm going to attach this so that the flame is right over that hole. And then we figure out where that button is, and I'm going to attach this little push here, which is a Lawn Fawn stamp. That I punched out with a circle punch. So you can see that when they receive it, they can push there and the flame will light up. I'm hoping, I have a trouble with white on white, and I thought that I maybe could see that lantern a little bit clearer, but I think it's still going to be pretty. I have some white embellishments I made out of a Holtz die set that's called Large Funky Festive. And again, I'm going with white on white. I think it'll be pretty. I think I'll add this popped up a little. I don't think I could have, I was thinking that maybe I should have popped up the lantern, but then when you pushed there, you wouldn't, have any contact with the light, so and then I thought I would glue some, what I would normally call greens, but in this case I made it white again. Some pine branches. So our white on white card is complete. We have a pretty poinsettia and some pine needles there, a lantern that lights up whenever we push here. Turn out really pretty, and I love how these lighted cards turn out and how easy they are to make with the one lights from Pear Blossom Press. I hope you'll give some of these ideas and products a try and then send some lighted joy out into this world.